I think the team, the players deserve huge praise for turning that game around. From the position we were in, losing that game to then coming back in that second half and winning it. We know we were way below the levels in that first half that we expect. But then speaking at half time about that expectation of ourselves and what we want to be, to come out in that second half and turn that game around against an impressive side and a hugely talented side, I think the players deserve huge credit for that.
Why do you think in the first half you weren't quite happy?
Well, I think the first 10 minutes we started well, and then after that, probably the 35 minutes after that, we just weren't near the level that we needed to be. We know what we're trying to be here. We need to be a team that plays with intensity and a mentality of that front foot. We didn't reach those levels in that first half, and I think when we spoke at half time, it was about not accepting that, and I said it before, when I came into the club, and my view from the outside, and then speaking to the players themselves who've been here and the staff, was maybe that's a criticism over the last couple of seasons where, when they fall short of that level, they're not capable of, or haven't been able to bounce back from that type of situation. So it was something I spoke when I first come in here. We need to change that. We want to change that at the club, and these players, you can see with the determination, they're prepared to do it as well. So I think that was the first time in 2 years or 2.5 years where going behind to again come back and win. That obviously tells you the problem from before, but I think the players deserve huge praise in terms of being able to turn that around, and that just shows you the determination that's in the group to try and change the past. It's not about the past, but it's about trying to change that and be the different team and try and change the outlook of the club. So I think the players deserve a huge praise in terms of what they did there today, in terms of turning that around, where they could have easily felt sorry for themselves, turned it around against a very good side and come away with a deserved win in the end.
Is it fair to say that there were a few stern words?
Yeah, but look, if it needs reminding, if players need to be reminded of that, and that's my job to do that, and that will happen throughout a season. It happens, there will be halves or periods of games where we're below the level that we need to be, and it's of course my job to remind players of that, and I thought the response to that was fantastic, and as I said, a huge praise for the players to come out in that second half and turn that game around, and I think that's a real should be a big confidence boost to them as well, and keep adding to that confidence to be able to do that. But look, the overall picture is very healthy. There's a lot way more positive than there is negative. I've said to you before, I understand what needs to be improved and what areas we need to get better at, but they're working daily on it. It takes time, but along the way, if we can keep picking up results and getting more right than we are wrong, then yeah, that's the way that we need to move forward together.